is best here, and last season I got pretty high with xbow. Let's check the leaderboard. Last season I got 17 in the world with 3.0 xbow with Knight. And this isn't a deck, this is just like a deck I just tried to snap my friend with early season for fun. And you can see here I got 17 in the world, and I'll show you some replay against the people I faced when I was 8,000 plus trophies, so enjoy. So the first replay were against RG Lightning, and normally you just want to cycle archers in the back. They can't really punish you for doing that. And I xbow first play because I already know he's using RG, and him waiting probably means he doesn't even have RG and cycle, so I'll get a bit of a lock on his tower, and his tower goes down to 3,048. I just use Knight because I don't have anything else to use. I don't want to use Tesla since he uses RG, and he's gonna have to use something on my Knight. So I'm just gonna do the same thing and archers in the back. And then I xbow opposite lane because I wanna force as RG. I just deal with a goblin cage and his RG after with a Tesla. And if he overcommits, I can just xbow opposite lane. And which he will overcommit here. He's using like Baby Dragon and Heal Spirit, and he gets like 0 damage here. So you can see here I made him use a bar barrel, and he's not like that high elixir, so he has to use a goblin cage and lightning, where else my xbow would be alive still with like decent amount of HP. So he has a goblin cage first for the brawl of the tank, and then lightning, which I got damage with xbow still. I just Ice Spirit and archers just apply more pressure. I know he's on low elixir, so now double elixir hits. All I'm thinking is just defend, since I'm like up by a lot of damage. Just gonna pre-place Tesla because he doesn't have lightning back in cycle, and he has to play troops into me. I believe I logged the Heal Spirit and the defensive xbow to goblin cage. This is not really a way to kill it. Good lightning by him, but I already have another Tesla back in cycle. He's gonna RG in the back. I'm just gonna cycle archers at that expo immediately. He has to respond to it. And then I'm going to Knight on the RG to kill as quick as possible. And here I fireball because I don't wanna log, since he has Heal Spirit and it just heals up everything. So I'll probably lose. Here I probably could have just logged first, or Heal Spirit and Ice Spirit, or just save the log because the RG still got hit, so like my log was pointless. And here I thought I was in trouble because I thought I didn't get a lot of damage on the right side when I expo, but I did, and I noticed. So I'm just gonna expo opposite lane to force out RG so he can't go all in here, since he has like 3 troops stacked up already. So I'm just gonna defend my Tesla so it gets as much value as it can. Just gonna archers at the RG. Didn't think he would support it that much. I don't really want to use my Tesla because he already has another RG up, so he can just like RG opposite lane, and then I'll have nothing for it. Like I gotta cycle a lot of cards just to get back to it. Defense expo just to force out lightning. And then here I believe I just fireball cycle or log cycle first. Yeah, I just defensive expo here, like despite him having lightning, because he doesn't even have it close to cycle, and then I can just fireball his mega minion since I still have an expo up. I'm waiting for him to lightning it, which he will, and then I'll just Tesla, and he can't really do anything to it if I protect it. I just fireball since I still have a Tesla up and an xbow, which is really healthy. I just Knight because I thought he was gonna RG, but he waited and he Mega Minion. Just use Archer so I can kill the Mega Minion quickly so he can't support it with RG in front. And I just Tesla high to avoid lightning, and then fireball Knight high as well to avoid lightning, and then that's GG. This matchup you just want to like defend all game basically and just spell cycle if you don't really get damage, just single. Okay, so we're against the game against Bancito. He's like really good with RG, and this game I wasn't expecting to win. It got really close, and I BM'd him at the end, which you will see. Normally I like to fireball as Fisherman because like the most annoying thing that like stops me from killing is RG. Here I probably made a mistake. I probably should have just Knight in the back, and then it would like kill the RG before it even gets to my Tesla. But I expo, thinking he would like spend a lot of elixir on it, but I was low on elixir, and I only have Knight for it, and it didn't have enough for Tesla, so he just healed Spirit, and it healed up the RG, and it did so much damage to my tower. At this point, I didn't think I would win because they have like a cycle that's like really quick, as quick as yours. Here, I almost got a lock on, but it was targeting the hunter. Yeah, I probably lost like all faith in myself when that didn't log on, but you always want to keep trying. Good fireball by him because I thought he was gonna use like other cards unnecessary and waste like more elixir. So now we just wait to full elixir. I expo here because he doesn't have arching cycle. Now he does, but he has a cycle card first. I just archers early because I know he's going to RG anyway. Good fireball by him because I can just like stack archers and then keep on expoing. He wants to kill my archers, so like it can't kill his like support troops and stuff. Gonna RG. I can't break through because he has like a really quick cycle just like mine. Just want a Knight to kill it and cycle back to my expo. We Fishermans and Skeletons just to cycle and to protect the Fisherman. Heals up. He got back to his RG. Now after defensive Tesla, I can't go in because he's gonna E-Wiz this. Gonna Knight on the E-Wiz. Yeah, so now it's like going to be impossible if it reaches triple elixir, but somehow I still won in triple because I got lucky. I just defensive expo to bait out his RG or fireball, so like maybe I can outcycle his RG and then like double expo will shred his RG maybe, but I don't really have any hope. Just gonna expo immediately, thinking he would be that high in elixir. Just fireball just in case. Maybe the expo will lock on. Just log to protect my archers and get chip damage on the tower. Gonna pre-Tesla in the middle. He's gonna fireball my tower since it's gonna be triples. Okay, never mind. Normally people will fireball my tower because it's impossible to break through now, so just gonna pre-Tesla hide there. I want him to go RG the other lane because I can cycle to another Tesla quick. So, and this is what I do. I cycle. If the RG wasn't in range here, I would have locked on so easily, but I don't know how it's still on range. So that's unfortunate. So like with 25 seconds left, it's like my last desperate push. He's low on elixir. He's gonna fisherman. Yeah, that's probably his mistake. He fireball my tower. Like this is my last try. I just fireball his fisherman as quick as possible, and I archers in front of my xbow because I know he's gonna electro wizard to reset the expo, and I BM'd him because I got a little salty last time. I lost 42 trophies to some guy who was using a brain dead deck. So, and in this replay we're gonna go against an Icebow player. Normally you want to cycle Iceberg at the bridge, and then archers in the back if they're not doing anything, and if they cycle like an Ice Wizard in the back, you wanna Xbow opposite lane or a Knight opposite lane. And you can protect it with like Skeleton's Knight if you want to, even if they rock it, because you can still defend his Xbow Tesla pretty easily, in my opinion. And I'm trying to out-cycle him, but he knows because he's good at the game, so he's just gonna defend the Xbow early, so I can't go with Xbow. Forces me out to fireball his Xbow. He's just trying to make it to like triple, and then he's just gonna rocket cycle me and try to take as less damage as he can. Going to Xbow opposite lane. He kind of still has to deal with the other lane. You see he has a defensive log. It doesn't even hit the tower, so it's good for me. I'm like up by like 500 damage, so you can't use the Knight on the Ice Spirit because he's low on elixir, and that would be bad for him since his Knight is his only tank. It's a good defensive Xbow again. I'm just gonna have to fireball again. Nothing else I can really do. Just gonna cycle archers first. I don't wanna log his Xbow because it's gonna be dead anyway by the time like my elixir go up, and then I can just log. Okay, never mind, I still did. But like normally I wouldn't just like log the Xbow unless it's in like double elixir already. Just log his Ice Wizard so it doesn't get damage from my tower. I just want to get like even damage on both towers, so if he Xbow defensively, I can just like damage will be even. Okay, here he used a Tesla, so like I try to defend it as good as possible, and it's fine even if he has an Xbow up because I know I can just fireball and then it'll be like halfway dead. I can just distract it or just archers and log, which was what I did. And here I'm like up by 1,000 damage, and he just used the rocket, so I can defend the Xbow for free. You can't really do anything to it, so it's like a really bad place for him to be. He has a Psycho Ice Wizard, still can't do anything to it. He's gonna rocket on my Xbow, and then here I'll just like cycle to another defensive Xbow. Since he just uses Xbow, he's got a defensive Xbow to try to kill mine. Normally what you want to do, but like it's hard to defend your Xbow when you're going against a quick cycle one. If he defended that Xbow, he probably would just win an offensive Xbow or just rocket cycle my towers, since I will have to wait like 20 seconds just for his Xbow to die. Go with offensive Xbow since he always have to use like a Knight or something to like tank the 500 damage. If he don't, then like he's gonna lose it. So just gonna Knight Tesla since he doesn't have. Actually, I'm gonna the defensive Xbow since He's going to rocket it, but I'm just gonna Tesla as quick as possible because he doesn't have damage elixir, and he misses Knight. And he just fireball his tower because it's in triple, and like I'm up by like so much damage, it's impossible for him to win, and he just gives up and leaks. I didn't know it yet, and I just knighted the bridge since he wasn't doing anything. And this game, we're going against SMR Thomas. I know his deck already. It's like Mega Knight Hogs. Like basically, I know most of the people's decks except for like weird Japanese names and stuff. She's gonna pre-Tesla and then skeletons. It's gonna magic archer, but I'm just gonna wait for the Tesla to kill it. It's fine to take some damage. Okay, never mind. It's still on the Tesla. Right here, he Goblin Cage. I go with xbow. He Roy Hogs. It's unfortunate timing. I fireball when a heal spirit hits, so like the heal spirit still heals up the pigs, and then the pigs didn't die. So normally when I have like a Tesla up and then I'm at like full elixir, I'll just like xbow and then Knight, and then like where like the Mega Knight will be hit by the Tesla and the tower, so like it kills the Mega Knight quickly after like he plays a card in back, like a bandit or like a magic archer, which I can just deal with easily with like skeletons or a perfectly timed ice spirit at the bridge. So like the magic archer only gets like 2 hits or something. Just fireball his magic archer. If you roll hogs, it's not big of trouble because it's easy to kill with them by itself. Here I'm just defensive xbow. Never mind. I didn't do it in double elixir. Just gonna cycle Knight first. Make sure it doesn't jump, so it does like extra damage. Skeletons on the bandit, and then ice spirit, but I failed. Just gonna archers. I thought most of the stuff didn't die, so it's fine to like over defend. In this matchup, you just want a defensive xbow since he doesn't have like a big spell. He only has a log. You can just win by defending and then like fireball last second. I'm gonna cycle Knight first and then ice spirit on the bridge to force out something. If he doesn't, then I'll just get free damage. Knight first, so if they kill it, I can just cycle to another one. Okay, normally I have fireball a magic archer, but that's too much value that I can't miss on, so just gonna archers and then skeletons. I thought I wasn't gonna defend that, and he's not gonna go in. He's gonna like Goblin Cage again and then Mega Knight at the front of it, so the Mega Knight tanks for it. Never mind, not this time. He's gonna do the same thing. Just going to Knight first, as always. And just gonna lock that lane. I know he's gonna heal spirit. And that should be another defense down. Like some of the time you don't have to like over defend. I see people over defend, like you just have to like know the situation. He's gonna Mega Knight in front. He wants like the Goblin Cage for value. And I was thinking he was gonna match Archer in middle to kill the expo, but I used my skeletons at night to group everything up and I fireball. I got a lot of value from it. Now I know he's on low elixir because like so he just spent so much. So offensive expo. Or just defensive expo. I mean defensive Tesla. I don't place it really high. I know I'm probably gonna like break through it. Plus I'm in the lead, so I don't need to like be that aggressive. Just gonna expo in the middle. I know he's still on low elixir, but triple elixir saved them. So he Mega Knight. I used Knight on that lane and then archers on the Goblin Cage and skeletons. Fortunate the Hero Spirit landed. I just expo here. Like it doesn't really matter if like I let the Goblin Cage do so much damage. Here, like, I saw the band was charging, so like I couldn't defend my xbow. I knew he's gonna magic archer here because he has to get damage, but I couldn't predict it in time. So just gonna log Tesla. I know he's gonna magic archer. I'm just gonna place it high so where he can't hit it, and I'm gonna archers like immediately just in case it hit it, so like it can kill as quick as possible. And I went from tiebreaker. And that game isn't like, that matchup isn't that hard if you like don't let the magic archer get that much value. And the last replay is gonna be against Agony King. He's using Giant Sparky. He's probably the best one with this deck. He one tricks it. He many P.E.K.K.A.'s first play, which is pretty weird. I mean, I guess because his hand has like 3 spells. Just gonna heal spirit. I mean, ice spirit, so he has to do something. There's skeleton and log. Just gonna try in the back. I'm just gonna defensive expo, since if I offensive expo, he's just gonna Sparky it when it locks on the tower, and I'm gonna have to deal with the giant and I'm Sparky, and it's probably gonna put a mini P.E.K.K.A. Gonna put a Tesla next to my princess because I know he has fireball, so I don't wanna give him value. Well, here I don't have any choice. I have the archers. And then Knight when the Sparky shoots, so it doesn't like die in one hit. Here it almost got here, got a hit. It got scary, but I have enough for Ice Spirit. Here he's up by like decent amount of damage, but I'm fine. He won't go giant at the bridge, since I could just Tesla, and his deck's pretty expensive, so he can't use like E-Wiz straight after. He's gonna do the same play, and I'm gonna do the same play, but at that side because it's in double elixir, so I can just like put Tesla and expo together since I have enough for archers as well. So he's gonna have to spend something for archers and my Tesla, which he won't have like much elixir, which you will see. Like look his hand, he has to waste he wastes his zap as well. Just gonna log the giant. I thought I was gonna get a hit. I'm just gonna do the same thing, defensive expo. Just gonna mini pick behind it. And just gonna pre-cycle archers, so he has to do something to it. I was gonna fireball that, but I feel like I was gonna like overcome it if I did, since I already have like so much defense down. Yeah, he zapped there, and I didn't think it was needed, so I just expo here. I know he's gonna play like a mini P.E.K.K.A. E-Wiz, but I can't really do anything to it. Tesla, and luckily my expo killed it. And here he spent a zap like pretty late, and I know he's low on elixir, so I just expo immediately. My expo locks on, he's low on elixir. Just gonna Tesla. I know he's gonna E-Wiz to reset it. He doesn't have zap. Well, this isn't necessary, but like I just wanted to get extra damage just to add insult to injury. So he Knightos. I thought he gave up or something, but he didn't. I guess it's just because his hand is weird. I just cycle archers as always. He's going to fireball it. The archers and the expo. Here I probably should just fireball both of them, but I didn't want to fireball because he already has another Sparky cycle. I knew he was going to predict the zap, and Sparky locks on and gets a hit. It doesn't really matter because I still have damage lead by like 600 damage. I'm going to fireball here because like my hands are like really bad. Gonna log and the Knight to protect the Tesla. Yeah, here I already know I won since he's getting desperate. He just Sparky's at bridge, and I can just fireball for free because Spark is like the main thing that I'm scared about. mini P.E.K.K.A giant at the bridge, it doesn't really matter. I have 3 Tesla. I can distract his mini P.E.K.K.A with my skeletons. I spray at the bridge, just force out something. He doesn't do anything, and I just went for a spell cycle. Yeah, he doesn't have enough time. He's still trying, and Fireball should finish the game. And that should be the end of the video. Thanks for watching.